Thank you everyone for joining me today. My name is Elizabeth Sorelli. I am a life coach, meditation teacher, or Reiki master, and I also do some card readings and teach different mudras. So feel free to find me on elizabethsorelli.com. That's Elizabeth, CIRELLI.com. So today I will be reading from the Oracle of the Seven Energies deck by Colette Baron Reed. So that is this deck for any of you that are interested or would like to purchase it as well. So today I will be reading A names, Abby or Abigail, Adam, Alan, Alicia, Alex or Alexis, Amanda, Amy, Andrea, Anne, and Ashley. So I will start off with Abby or Abigail. Thank you for tuning in. If you'd like to just take a moment to get present with yourself here, maybe placing a hand on your heart and just really tuning into what you are open to receiving today, opening up any portal for messages that can provide you guidance or support. So, all right, Abby or Abigail, get you a card here. Oops, yours just wants to pop right on out. So for you, I got the Power of Purpose. So that is this card here. So just taking a moment to really kind of tune into that picture, really noticing what you see there, what resonates, what makes you kind of just anything that pops out there for you. That is a card number 18. So it's kind of, you can see the arrow going right into the center of the target there. It's kind of like right on point, right on purpose. All right, so I will grab the key concepts for you of this card, which are individuation, seeing your unique place in the world, a clear sense of authentic purpose, healthy sense of self-esteem, letting go of conditioning, celebrating your uniqueness, and you being you. So it says, there's a time that comes when you realize that you are destined for something that is yours and yours alone. The catalyst might be an experience with a special person, a path you choose, or something you just feel called to do. You'll discover it's not necessarily what you thought it would be and has nothing to do what everyone else wants or seems to want. An uncanny conviction takes hold from somewhere deep and true. You feel a sense of power arising from a true sense of self, accompanied by a need for action, a commitment to explore something, or a purposeful choice. So this can be with a relationship, with your career, maybe you want to move somewhere. It's kind of like, what purpose is really calling you? And has it been calling you for a long time? And you're like, oh, when I'm ready. So it's kind of like, this is like a sign that maybe this is the time for you. It says, right now, you're invited to step into a new empowered sense of authentic purpose, blossomed by a healthy dose of self-esteem. You're called to release your old conditioning. There's no need to be self-conscious or act a certain way to please others, which can sometimes take you in a direction that you don't want to go anyways. The discipline and will to evolve are yours by nature. This process doesn't have to be a struggle. You cannot fail if you immerse yourself fully in what is in front of you right now. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. You never had to seek your purpose or wonder what it was. Just keep removing the blocks to your essential self, and your purpose will find you. It's literally that easy. What a wonderful thing to know. So I hope, Abby, that was helpful. Let me know if you have any feedback, any questions, or if that resonates or doesn't resonate. Again, this is just guidance. So you take the parts with you that make the most sense and leave what doesn't behind. So I wish you all the best in really stepping into your personal power. And if you'd like to have a reading again or come back and visit, you are welcome to subscribe and get the notifications when they show up for you. All right, so the next card is for Adam. Adam, thank you for being here. If you could just allow yourself to take a moment, a breath of fresh air, checking in with your heart, letting all the noise and distraction fall away, and just being present in this moment for any divine messages that might be needing your attention. Adam, I got broken open. So this is number 28. So while the name of that card doesn't always sound the most pleasant, you can see the breaking open is happening inside this beautiful flower that's blossoming. And then just this light shining from the chest, and also it looks like from the root chakra as well. So Adam, the key concepts of this card are the gift of grief, being shattered as a result of loss, the potential inherent in failure. So let's see what this one gets. The most beautiful things always do come from the places of us that are finally beginning to open. There are situations in life where you see the value of loss, grief, and a broken heart. Yet it's not the pain or loss itself that must be the focus of your attention here. Nope, not even the story of what happened, the details surrounding what has brought you to your knees is as important as what the results from is as important as what results from the experience. Can you see that the situation has broken you wide open, enabling you to have an even greater capacity for love, compassion, empathy, and understanding? You cannot be the same person as before. The only way forward is to move through it without resistance or manipulation, without attempting to bargain with unforeseen forces, because none of your usual fallbacks can put you back together again. It's like if you drop a glass on the ground, right, and it's broken into like a gazillion pieces, like it's probably not going back together the same way. If you do fall prey to self-absorption or self-pity, it will just make it harder to get to the next gradual phase leading to your relief. Yet even if you are prolonging the inevitable, you will get there eventually. The gift is in accepting who you've become as a consequence of integrating this difficult experience and allowing yourself to be more than who you were. The wisdom comes at a high price, but the value of your experience of moving through and to the other side, it is unsurpassed. Love the you that is the result of being broken open by life's challenges and lessons. So yes, I just, I'm also thinking about just prayer and, asking for guidance and love and support. And if it feels like the prayers aren't getting answered, they are. So just reminding yourself that when you don't get the yes or you don't get the relief, like your prayer is being answered in the way that it's meant to be answered, even if it feels uncomfortable or like it's not showing up, it certainly is. So just trusting in that faith. So I hope that's helpful, Adam. Let me know your feedback, if it makes sense, if it doesn't make sense, if it resonates, if it doesn't, any questions you may have. I'm happy to answer those for you. And thank you again for being here. I hope to see you again. All right, so the next card is for Alan. Alan, you just want to take a moment to check in with yourself about anything that you might just need a little extra nudge on, any guidance, anything that's kind of been whispering in your mind that you've been kind of pushing away, or something that's been yearning in your heart of just trying to gain some kind of understanding for. And then just allowing yourself to be open to this experience and what shows up for you. So I'll get you a card here. So Alan, I got card number 7, which 7 has always been historically known as a lucky number. This is the card needing a deep breath. So maybe just allowing yourself to take a couple deep breaths in this moment to really become present and hear the message. So this card, Alan, the key concepts of this are a genuine expectation of danger, projection of a threat without substance, fight or flight mode, inability to focus, trusting in the universe as a way to release your fear. So it says, fear is asking for your attention and healing in this moment. You or another are operating from the position of fear. If you also see red flags, you might be headed toward genuine danger, perhaps repeating a lesson you don't need to learn again. You can honor this kind of fear by saying thank you and protect yourself by choosing another path. In this moment, you have all it takes to make this shift. So I would just say, if any part of growing up felt unsafe, that it is okay to feel, it's safe to feel safe, and that you can step into that without any fear. If, on the other hand, the fear surrounds the idea of taking a risk, be mindful. Radical trust in accepting the discomfort of the new is called for you as you move out of your comfort zone. Ask for courage to take a leap into the unknown and know that all will be well. But know that all will be well doesn't mean all you have to come to accept. Stories from the past may be holding your expectations right now and causing fear-based or anticipated hurt. Don't isolate yourself or fall for the false idea that life is too painful and engaging with it should be avoided. How about loving that side of you that is afraid, that is acting out and causing all of this unnecessary commotion? Like, can you welcome in the parts that feel uncomfortable, that we typically want to push away? Can you be present with those parts of yourself and actually honor them? You will never be happy if this small part of you controls your life, as it will if you allow it to. However, remember to be gentle with yourself and with others. Once you let go and relax into your life, everything looks brighter and friendlier. Today, choose love over fear. You'll be amazed what happens when you do. So I hope that helps, Alan. If there's any fear-based things going on, whether that's personal, whether that's past experience, whether that's something to come in the future, career, relationships, anything like that. It's safe to feel safe, like it's okay. So take a deep breath, relax into your body, relax into the moment, and certainly let me know if you have any questions, if it resonates, if it doesn't resonate. I would love to hear from you. All right, so the next card is for Alicia. Alicia, thank you for tuning in today. If you can tune into yourself the same way you are tuning into me being here with you, that would be great. Just calling on whatever guides, spirit, universe, whatever you're needing in this moment to get a little leg up on some help or assurance that might guide you a little bit easier in your journey moving forward. So Alicia, I got Feeling the World, which is a card number 13. So it's kind of her holding something that's quite large and could be identified as something quite heavy. So just noticing her face and her expression, looking into that world and how that might resonate with you in this moment. And we will get the key concepts of this card for you, which are sensitivity to the feelings of others, awareness of the whole world and a broader perception, empathy, overload, and overwhelm. It says, empathy reminds you that you are not alone. It is a beautiful capacity to feel the connectivity all around you, giving you a profound sense of belonging, a broader experience of being part of the larger whole. That said, it can also be overwhelming, especially when you don't know where you end and the rest of the world begins. Now is the time to be clear about your boundaries. So yes, boundaries are a sense of protection, especially when there is a lot going on, either in the outside world or deep within our hearts or our minds. It says, ask yourself whose energy you've tuned into. You might find it's not even yours. If you're feeling off or drained when you're with someone, they may be stealing your energy. In such an instance, this connection is not good for you, no matter how charismatic the person is or how attracted to them you feel. Do not mistake codependency for closeness or allow your boundaries to become too porous. Trust your instincts and take care of you. Practice saying no. And if saying no is hard, really kind of tuning into like, where was it in your life that no became hard? Because when we're really little, no is pretty easy. Like when we're 2 years old, it's kind of no, 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 right? And so like, where did that shift? Where did that get hard for you? Avoid the temptation to turn off and go numb. Instead, be present. Somewhere in the middle of this feeling spectrum is where the magic is. You're also being asked now to be aware of how your words and actions may affect others. While it's not your job to determine how someone will respond to you, discernment is necessary. Be firm yet kind. Keep in mind that people-pleasing will not give you what you truly need. That said, your empathy is beautiful and important. It just has to be balanced in order for you to access its wondrous gift. Today, celebrate the beauty of your sensitivity and that of others. So I hope that was helpful. being empathetic people can feel overwhelming at times. So it is very, very important to protect your boundaries, protect your own energies so that you can do the work that you need to do in this world. So I hope that was helpful. I look forward to seeing you again. Please let me know in the comments if that resonates or doesn't resonate, or any thoughts that you might have. You are welcome to subscribe to the channel if you would like to get these notifications in the future. I am happy to read for whoever is out there and needing some support or guidance. So this next card is for Amanda. Amanda, if you just want to take a moment and check in with yourself, getting still, getting present, allowing yourself just a couple minutes to give time to you, away from all the other distractions or noise or people, and just honoring yourself in this moment, into your heart, and seeing what might be helpful for you. All right, Amanda, I got a higher view. So this is card number 41. This is kind of like, you know, you see someone flying on the back of the wings of a bird, and it's kind of like, what can I see if I can just look at it from a different perspective? Would I see the same things if I took a step back, or if I was flying high above it in like an aerial position? What would I notice differently? So the key concepts of this card for you, Amanda, are seeing from a higher perspective, conscious neutrality, letting go of judgment and assumptions, non-attachment, and the ability to remain unbiased. So sometimes our lives are suction cupped to the ends of our noses, and we can't see beyond ourselves. This happens to everyone once in a while. We fall into an automatic response to life and react from what we've learned from a conditioned place rather than one of awareness. Being in reactivity keeps us repeating old patterns. Conversely, the avoidance of our triggers could keep us in our comfort zone, policing our attempts at new things. The way to be successful in your endeavor to connect with others is to step out of your sticky perception of the world. Imagine yourself sitting on the back of a bird 1,000 feet above your life. Wouldn't your perspective change? From a higher point of view, you can see for miles. You could let go of naming or blaming the obstacles in your way and instead easily discover a path to a more beautiful and compelling vista. So yeah, just kind of sometimes when we're hitting a roadblock, we're like seeing it from the brick wall that's like right in front of us. And it's like, oh my gosh, why am I hitting all these roadblocks, these dead ends? It's like, well, this got stopped, that got stopped. How can I work around this? And it's like, turn around, just turn around and look in the other direction, take a breath and be like, what am I missing? What am I not seeing? More can become available to you in all aspects of your life when you are able to step back and get a little distance. You can wait before responding, be more graceful in your interactions, and see how everything is connected and every experience is a gift. The world is wide open for you today. All you have to do is to move to higher ground, be mindful, and celebrate the spectacle of life's dance. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you for being here and hearing the message and taking the time for yourself, just to honor yourself. So, all right, the next card is for Amy. Amy, thank you for being here in this moment with me. I would just ask that you Allow yourself to take a deep breath. Maybe put your hand on your heart and ask what support or guidance you are needing. What messages can be delivered for you in a way that is divine and would make sense and resonate for you in this moment. Let's get a card for you here. I got the power of purpose. This was just pulled for somebody else a minute ago. So seeing the target there and hitting it dead center, making sure that you are on point with whatever it is true that you believe in your life. So I will read this one for you, the key concepts: individuation, seeing your unique place in the world, a clear sense of authentic purpose, healthy sense of self-esteem, letting go of conditioning, celebrating your uniqueness and you just being fully you. It says, there comes a time when you realize that you are destined for something that is yours and yours alone. The catalyst might be an experience with a special person, a path that you choose, or something that you just simply feel called to do. You'll discover it's not necessarily what you thought it would be and has nothing to do with what everyone else wants or seems to want from you. An uncanny conviction takes hold from somewhere deep and true. You feel a sense of power arising from a true sense of self, accompanied by a need for action, a commitment to explore something, or a purposeful choice. Right now, you're invited to step into a new empowered sense of authentic purpose, bolstered by a healthy dose of self-esteem. You're called to release your old conditioning. There's no need to be self-conscious or act a certain way to please others, which can sometimes take you in a direction that you actually don't want to go anyways. The discipline and will to evolve are yours by nature. This process doesn't have to be a struggle. You cannot fail if you immerse yourself fully in what's in front of you now. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, even if where you are is a place of discomfort. Sometimes it takes us getting uncomfortable for us to move into something new, because we don't typically change when everything's going well and feeling good and comfortable. It usually takes this place of like, ugh, like I don't want to be doing this anymore. Like I need a shift. You never have to seek your purpose or wonder what it is. Just keep removing the blocks to your essential self and your purpose will find you. It's literally that easy. What a wonderful thing to know. So I hope that was helpful, and I would love to hear about what that purpose might be for you. If you've been having a little whisper in your mind and maybe you've been listening, maybe you haven't. If you can speak your purpose or write your purpose, it always helps to get there a little bit more quickly. So, all right. The next card is for Andrea. Andrea, just also making sure you come into a place of presence as you sit here and allow yourself, your card fell out, allow yourself to receive whatever message might be showing up for you. I got the "it is what it is" card. This is a number 6. I often am saying to people, it is what it is when we just can't change what it is, right? So it's kind of like, what do you do? It is what it is. It's kind of like we just got to accept that, right? So let's get the key concepts for you here. They are a radical acceptance, engaging life on life's terms, observing circumstances and taking them at face value, recognizing and releasing resistance and denial. So yeah, when we're in the place of it is what it is, it's like we are pushing at some point and then we're like we just can't push anymore. Like we can push as hard as we want and we can keep pushing, but the universe is like, nope, I'm pushing back. Like you're not winning, like accept this for what it is. And as soon as you do that, it will move through you, it will shift, it will change. So it says, what happens when you look at the world? Can you see it exactly as it is, or only as you assume it to be? A door closing isn't an invitation to take a battering ram into it. What if there were another door to lead you to your destiny? If you can release your attachment to getting what you want, you'll be surprised by how much energy you have for more important things. Liberated from the burden of yearning, you'll have access to what is best for all. Can you try now to accept things as you are and shift your focus and attention until that other door opens up for you? And I think we all find ourselves in this place at some point. It's kind of like we have a plan for our lives, and then we get something that kind of gets in the way, or we feel like it's holding us back and pushing us like in a different direction. And yes, there is a push, but that push is waiting for you to accept the push. Radically accept your life on life's terms. When you stop fighting against it and instead fight for what you truly desire, more of the world becomes available to you. When you are no longer in denial about what is in front of you, you will be empowered to make necessary changes with respect to yourself, your attitude, and your choices. The irony is that real transformation can happen once you surrender to the idea that things are happening exactly as they are meant to be. It's really just our ego's mind that thinks that like it should be happening differently. The world's like, I'm giving you what's meant to be. Like, come out of your ego or your mind and just come into your heart where the acceptance lies, and you'll see all the beauty that's coming for you. If you step back with clarity and acceptance, you will realize that life is offering you something magical. Even if circumstances send you on a temporary detour, you will discover treasure beyond your imagination and a new way to embrace the world. Keep this prayer in mind. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And if God isn't in your language, replace that with whatever it might be. Universe, grant me the serenity to accept the things I can't change. Goddess, whatever it might be for you, really focusing on that piece of acceptance for you. So, all right, Andrea, I hope that was helpful. I wish you a lovely day or rest of the evening for whatever time you may be tuning in. This next card is for Anne. So Anne, thank you for being here. Just allowing yourself to take a moment, take a breath, take a piece of quiet, letting all the noise, the distraction go, whether that's internal or external, just tuning into this moment, tuning into your heart, and allowing yourself to open to the messages that are before you in this moment. All right, Anne, let's get a card for you. So Anne, I got a card number 29, which is Awakening the Genius. So it looks like this man that is older with just a sense of profound wisdom there. So seeing what resonates for you in that picture. What kind of comes up for you when you think about the wisdom of your own personal experiences? And we will get the key concepts for you. So those are the spirit of creative expression, birthing forth new information, and birthing knowing that your ideas matter. It says the ancient Greeks believed that each person had a specific genius that acted like a spirit guide, inspiring you with new ideas to further your evolution as an individual, as well as the evolution of all humanity. You could say that genius is the spirit of creative expression, and when you tune into it, amazing things happen. When your genius awakens, you realize you do not have to do everything yourself. You have an inspired, dedicated, wise helper on your side. Today, can you imagine cultivating a playful relationship with this extraordinary spirit? If you can, you'll recognize that you don't have to solve every problem with only the knowledge, memories, and experiences you have already accrued. Your intellect in this case serves as a channel for the spirit of genius, and it can filter in new information. How you forge this connection is to get out of your own way and simply allow it to work through you. The word genius comes from the Latin word gingenere, meaning to bring forth or to birth, and shares the same root as the word generate. You are at this moment about to give birth to a new mode of expression, and a powerful one at that. Commit to partnering with your genius, and only deep satisfaction and success will result. Today is a day when your inspired ideas matter. So if you're somebody that's like, yes, I have all these creative ideas and da 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 da, and I'm like getting in my own way, like just take a step back and allow it to flow. And if you're someone that's like, oh, these ideas keep coming in and I hear these little whispers and I'm like, oh, maybe tomorrow, maybe I'll do that next year, maybe next month. Allow it to come in. Allow yourself to use your gifts. So, all right, Anne, let me know what you think, what resonates, what doesn't resonate. And thank you so much for being here with me. All right, so the last card will be for Ashley. So Ashley taking a moment to get centered and get present and tune into your own heart. And if you're somebody, oh, it's snowing outside. If you're someone who doesn't get a moment to yourself very often, make sure you honor it now because you're here. So be as present as you possibly can and really get centered and grounded and think about what questions maybe are coming up for you, even if like the only moment you have to think about them is when you rest your head on the pillow at night. What are those things that are coming up? What is showing up in your dreams? What's waking you up in the middle of the night? Your card fell out. You actually got 2 of them, so I will read them both for you. Usually the first card is the anchoring card when it's a 2-card pull. So the first card was 37. It's called the Oracle's Gift. So this is the main meaning of the card that's being pulled. The second card will be something that attributes to that, but this one is the main message. So 37, we will get to the key concepts for this one is second sight, clairvoyance, seeing the future, fate as a future determined by the choices you make now, seeing the signs around you, recognizing potentials versus absolute determinism. It says, when we ask for a sign from the universe, we are essentially asking for divine guidance that we believe needs to come from a source outside of us. So literally, Ashley, close your eyes. Allow the first thing that shows up to be your sign, whether that's an animal, a person, a color, a number. Let that be it. Don't overthink it, whatever just came into your mind. This is because we don't always trust our intuition, our ability to read between the lines and see beyond time and space. And so we ask for signs and look for a mystical reassurance that our mundane lives don't seem to offer. However, an oracle simply provides an answer that is already inside of us. Oracles show up in a myriad of ways. Sometimes you see a billboard or hear a song or pull an oracle card and get the exact message you need to support your choices or show you the way forward. Regardless of how the sign appears, an oracle is a reminder that you are part of this vast universe. You are witnessed by the great mystery and loved and cared for. It's a reminder that life is magical, that you are magical. Today, trust in your own capacity to know what is right, to tune into source, and also be able to read the signs reflecting what is true and real within you. Let this oracle give you the gift of knowing that you are indeed on the right track. Repeat this mantra. The light within me creates the miracle in my life. The light within me creates the miracle in my life. The magic is inside of you, outside of you, and all around and within you. So, okay. So knowing all of that, right, or hearing all of that, the second card is number 19, and it is waking the lion. So when you look at this face of the lion and this fierceness and these colors, it is like a fierce, fiery, like gather up your courage and let's go, okay? Like it is waking up within you, do not ignore it. So that's card 19 for if numbers are important to you. So number 19, the key concepts for this card are boldness, the courage to move forward even without knowing the way, facing that which is difficult or painful, and the audacity to step into the unknown. It says, regardless of the outer conditions right now, you can't wait for your fear to lessen before you move forward. In fact, despite the chaos and seeming disarray, you must be bold. Whatever your trepidation, act as if you have deep trust that all will be well. Nothing is promised to you, but you will never truly see the magic if you don't take the risk. Come to the edge of the certainty in your life and leap into the unknown. You have no guarantee of immediate success. Still, you must summon your bravery in the face of possible pain, failure, or even success, and own your power. The act of making this leap, no matter the final outcome, awakens the lion within. Be proud of who you are and who you are becoming. No one can take this away from you. What type of courage is called for you today? Only you know, and only you have the power to choose your path. Know that it takes just as much strength and bravery to love and to be vulnerable as it does to confront a personal challenge or physical obstacle. So call on your strength and stand your ground, or consciously temper your emotional reactions, do nothing, and trust in your partnership with the divine. Whatever your choice, you will not fail as long as you act with courage and integrity. So I hope that helps, Ashley. And that was a pretty powerful pull for you to really be strong in yourself. So I would love to hear from you and how that resonates or doesn't resonate. And I wish you all the best. And yeah, girl, go get it. All right. Have a wonderful day. If you guys like the readings, if you want to come back and have more, feel free to subscribe to the channel, hit the little notification bell, and it will show up on your little devices when there are new videos posted. All right. Have a lovely, beautiful day. Take care.